You know, you ever just look through your closet full of games and you just find games that you forgot you bought? Well, this game right here is one of those games that I forgot I bought. Gods and Generals on the PC. Fuck is it about? Well, let's go find out.
Before I talk about the game, let's talk about the movie it was based off of. Gods and Generals was a Civil War movie released in 2003, acting as a prequel sequel to a movie called Gettysburg. I never watched the movie myself, but it looks like a pretty decent movie. Looking into it more, the movie did very poorly both critically and financially. I don't know the real reason for it because I'm too lazy to look at real reviews, so I'll just blame the 3.5 hour runtime this movie has. Even I won't sit through a movie that long. Well, about a week later, a game based off the movie was released to the public. And guess what? It's fucking trash. Published by Activision and developed by a company called Anivision, not to be confused with the Korean animation studio who made a bunch of episodes for a lot of beloved cartoons, Anivision, the gaming company, is a thing, I guess? From what I could find, they only made 2 games, a game called NetRace Live in 2001, and this game in 2003. After 2004, the company just faded into obscurity. Was it this game that caused them to retreat into the depths of video game companies lost to time? Well, let's find out. The box is a load of crap, by the way. They tried their best to try and sell this game to people, calling it the most realistic Civil War game ever developed. Realistic my ass. Well, here we are. Let's start the game up, shall we, and take a look at our beautiful... Oh my god. Oh god, what the hell is this mess I'm looking at? I usually save this for later, but I need to talk about the graphics and how butt ugly it looks. It's so bad that you can see the pixels in my recording. The textures are just Google image textures plastered all over the place. Day of Defeat came out the same year and looks 10 times better than this. But you know, graphics don't really make a game. It's the gameplay that really matters. Gods and Generals is a first-person shooter where the main goal of each level is to complete certain tasks in each level in order to progress. It's very similar in structure to games like GoldenEye or Time Splitters, except that it's not fun. Certain tasks involve basic shit like killing a bunch of soldiers, finding evidence, or blowing up enemies and ammo supplies. At the start of the game, you're only equipped with one weapon, a Colt Navy. It's a solid gun and can take care of pretty much any threat that comes your way. All of the other weapons are useless, to say the least. You can get a sword which does piss all damage, Bowie knives you can chuck at enemies which are horribly ineffective, Ketchum grenades which are mainly used for blowing up cannons and groups of enemies stacked onto each other, and lastly the muskets, a normal one and a scoped one, which act pretty much identically to the Colt Navy except with better ranged combat. Besides being worse for combat, the ammo you get for these other guns is extremely low. The Colt Navy you start off with has 18 bullets. You know how much ammo you get with the muskets? One. One fucking shot with the muskets. Now every enemy you find only uses a musket, so it's not hard to find ammo for it. The problem is that you can only take one shot, put the gun away, pick up another musket, draw it back out, and use it again. Well, there is a reason for it, and that reason is RPG mechanics. Yeah, RPG mechanics in a Civil War game. Of course, a company called Anivision would put something like this in. Most of the upgrades usually involve getting more health and armor and weapon efficiency. I can even get more ammo for my guns. Oh, I'm sorry, I meant gun. Even with 3 out of the 5 upgrade points I sunk into having more ammo, I still could only hold 1 shot for the muskets. But my revolver though, I was able to hold 31 shots. What the fuck? Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that there's also a stealth upgrade you can purchase. Stealth doesn't seem bad in a game like this. Only if it worked, of course. Yeah, stealth is completely useless because running behind an enemy won't alert them at all. I even shot 3 guys in the back of the head and none of them reacted to me. Like, how do you not hear me shooting your friend in the back of the head? Wouldn't you turn around immediately? I guess I should mention the game's horrible AI. The AI in this game is on another level of not giving a fuck. They sometimes just run past you and ignore you completely. They'll sometimes just group up in a big mass and just open fire on you if they get close. Even your companions have shit AI and sometimes won't follow you or do absolutely nothing while you're getting attacked. The enemy AI will even ignore your teammates and just shoot you instead. Fucking hell, give me a chance. The AI is so dumb and can barely shoot me most of the time. I can just run up to them and shoot them square in the face and they can't do anything about it. Isn't this the most realistic Civil War game you've ever seen? I did mention each level of this game is centered around doing certain tasks in order to beat it. So how about we go through each level and see what this game has to offer. Don't worry, it's not going to take as long as you think it does. The first level is nothing too special, except showing you every single thing that's wrong with this game. It mainly involves you running around killing a bunch of Union soldiers, destroying their ammo supply, and stealing orders. The only standout thing in this level besides the jank-ass AI is the one part where you need to cut a rope to make the staircase fall down. You do this by killing one of the soldiers over by the cannons ever so stealthily. The end of the level is annoying. You need to snipe soldiers running across the train tracks. It's irritating because you need to keep picking up new muskets after every shot because this dumbass can't hold on to more than one bullet. You'll know when you're near the exit when the nearing exit text appears on the screen. You know, I didn't do every single mission in that level. Oh well, maybe those were optional. The end of each level usually shows you a clip from the movie, mostly battle scenes. They look pretty spectacular, except each one has an annoying clicking sound in the back. Why? Level 2 was where I had to turn the difficulty down to easy because I kept getting completely fucked at the start of this level. You need to fight enemy lines with your squad, but of course none of the enemies ever shoot at your teammates, so you're taking most of the damage. You need to stay in a radius of your group because if you stray even slightly too far, you fail the mission. After that, run over to the cannons and... oh okay, I guess I failed. Yeah, if you don't walk up to the cannons in the correct spot, you'll fail for some dumb reason. They also want me to destroy the cannons, which I didn't know how to do. I thought the grenades would have worked, but I kept throwing it at the cannons and nothing happened. I sniped a bunch of dudes in the back and blew their shit up. I turned around and holy crap! Look at all those Union soldiers! How the hell did we win this encounter? I eventually walked over to the right and finished the stage. I still missed some missions here. If you do miss a mission, all you really lose out on is experience points. It doesn't specify what missions are required and what are optional though. Level 3 starts with shit! Level 3 starts off with you and your squad shooting a bunch of Union soldiers that come out of the woodworks. After that you fall back into the forest and help out more of your buddies. You eventually come across the holdout and fight alongside your brothers once again until you... god damn it, I didn't save. Well, after all that mess, the level ends. Nothing groundbreaking here. Level 4 switches it up a bit with you being on the Union side instead of the Confederates. All you do here is storm the beach and kill Confederate soldiers and steal some of their shit. I would say that this level was okay, but there was some very odd issues. For one, I kept getting hurt by invisible enemies for no reason. They probably just glitch out of existence and I'm stuck taking chip damage for the rest of the level. There's also this part inside of a small house where you need to unlock a door to retrieve some loot. I looked all around and I couldn't find the key. Turns out one of the soldiers inside the house had the key. The problem is that the motherfucker despawned after I walked away. There are 3 guys in this house, and none of them despawned except the asshole with the key. Great programming there, guys. Well, whatever, I got the loot and I left the level. You know, this level is another level where I didn't finish the majority of the tasks. It makes me kinda curious. So, level 5. I ignored everything and went straight to the exit. And guess what? It worked! Saves me the trouble of playing more of this crap, at least. Level 6, on the other hand, I can't cheese. This level tries to be unique by being a stealth level. As we all know by now, the stealth in this game doesn't work, so the best way in beating this level is just by shooting everyone in the back of the head. I was stuck on this level for a long time because I was missing one very important task, stealing the Union's uniform. I got a prompt earlier saying to use the knife to steal their armor. What knife? It can't possibly be the sword they gave me at the start of the level because using that does absolutely nothing. I found some Bowie knives, but all I could do with those is chuck them at their corpse. So what the hell do I do? Well, I eventually caved in and looked it up. Apparently the uniform you need is behind these pile of logs. Now how the hell was I supposed to know that? The prompt is wrong and the uniform just looks like a standard armor pickup that you see throughout the whole game. Well, after wandering around for a half hour, I finally beat the stage. Good riddance. Level 7 starts off interestingly enough, where you need to raid the Union camp and kill everyone inside. Well, I did that for a bit until I ran into the level exit and just said fuck it, I'm done. Level 8 is similar to level 7, except I actually had to do it this time. Killed some soldiers, rescued my boys, destroyed some communication devices, and I learned how to blow up the cannons with the grenades. It did take a while to complete this level because a few of the Union soldiers ran off into such weird spots, and it took forever to find them. Other than that, the level was pretty generic. All's well that ends well, right? Level 9, and also the final level, is supposed to be this big epic duel against both sides, where you rescue one of your men. But I kinda just ran through it and killed what I could and finished the game. There's no real ending, all you get is the congratulations spiel and all of the dumbasses who created this mess. Like, who could have been this lazy in designing a game? I mean, what moron could... Oh. That's a weird coincidence. I swear I have no relationship with this guy except in name alone. At least I think so. Well, that was Gods and Generals on the PC. And needless to say, it was a heaping pile of dancing, flaming turds. The game looked like it could have been a decent Civil War game, graphics notwithstanding. It was clearly rushed out to be released alongside the movie. I mean, who was really clamoring for this game, let's be honest. Nothing works properly, it's not fun to play, most of the weapons were useless except for the Colt Navy, and the AI is more dead than Robert E. Lee. It was just a boring slog throughout. This game is definitely not worth $7 I spent to play this crap. It's not even worth $5, or $1. I could have bought something really cool for $7, like, Country Justice Revenge of the Rednecks.
I'm the law, boy! Officer down!
Okay, maybe not that one.
Well, time to take this game out the best way I know how. Just put it right there. And now it's time to say your prayers.